Toby and the Great Fire of London, written by Margaret Nash and Jane Cope, published by Franklin Watts.
Toby was asleep after a long day's work. He lived above his master's shop in London. "Toby, get up!" shouted master. "You've left the book for Mr. Pepys. Here, foolish boy, take it at once. It's for his diary." "Oh no," cried Toby. He leapt out of bed, grabbed the book and ran out into the street. The night was hot, but there was a strong breeze blowing. People were out in the street. Some were running. Toby looked up. There were clouds of smoke and a red sky. Whatever was the matter? Toby ran round the corner. "Fire! Fire!" shouted an old lady. She was still in her nightgown. "London's burning!" cried a boy. "And the river's full of boats." Toby saw the flames. He ran on. The streets were full of carts and choked with smoke. Toby pushed past the crowds of people. He must find Mr. Pepys. At last, Toby found Mr. Pepys's house and knocked on his door. But no one came. "Is anyone in?" called Toby. No one answered. He climbed the wall. Up and up he went to the top. Then he saw a terrible sight, an arc of flame spreading all over the city of London. Toby turned round and saw Mr. Pepys putting bottles into a pit. Toby was so surprised. He wobbled and had to jump down from the wall. He landed by the pit, but the book landed in the pit. "Oh no," cried Toby. "Hey, this pit is for my wine and cheese," said Mr. Pepys. "It's to keep them safe from the fire, and I don't want my diary stinking of cheese," he added. "Phew! That cheese really does pong," said Toby. Toby jumped down into the pit and got the book out for Mr. Pepys. "Look, lad, the fire looks bad," said Mr. Pepys. "We need to help stop it spreading. Follow me." And off they ran. By now, all the noisy, smoky streets were very busy. Toby and Mr. Pepys squeezed past a cow carrying children. They pushed past bleating goats. They did not stop until they reached St. Paul's. People were moving books out to safety. In the distance, Toby could hear explosions. Houses were being blown up to stop the fire spreading. A man covered in soot soon arrived and climbed down from his horse. "Who is that stranger?" said Toby. "Don't you know," said Mr. Pepys. "It's King Charles II of England." "Take this bucket," said the king. "Help me fight this monster of a fire." With the king, Mr. Pepys and many other helpers, Toby tried to put out the fire. They all worked day and night until the fire died. Three days later, Toby returned to the shop. His master was amazed. "Oh, thank goodness you're back. I thought the fire had got you." "Not me, sir. I've been helping Mr. Pepys and the king," said Toby. But I do need a good rest. And a good wash too, said Master. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story and you're staying safe.